Jumedie, nimekuwa eso yasneni, Bembeni Travel and Consult. Pese uti kwa abrochi, upe passport, visa, ni akwantu hushisheye biara. Enshe bebia, Bembeni Travel and Consult abama. Bembeni wa homachufo iso, 0244-362-445. Ana, shisha wanecha akwanwo, osu, foriko mo. Sawo shishe infidie, ni infidi juma akwa eyama automation biara. Shishe Freop Automation Limited, cha akwanwo amasamai, ajen kutuku. Fre omo ahomatrufo iso 050-493-9395. Woni Lighters Media indi inkita na wonya wonsem ho amanebo video coverage media ho hyehyeye graphics sound ni akika ho biara fra won wo ahomatrufo iso 054-817-9863. Also, we hear logistical services to say import and export, freight management, ni akika ho. Shisha Prisi Logistics a kwan wo Captain House, Sema Community 5, Room 3, Hand Catering Services a Chepe, and now Fre 0246-658-161, and now 0244-777-276. Eya your phone awoye, Abadin tour, and na a year, Treben Decovast Enterprise, na won CSA be a homa kama, Fre 0244-260-080 and now 0243-602021. Shisha wana kwan wa Tema Community 2. Wani host office na Edi Enimshe. Waka Decovast Enterprise. Waje wosu say it all with flowers. Wowo eniswadi hunise obabua onyame adwuma. Ama ahini animu atre. Na yebo enkwaje ye hu daru. Fa wo ho bedom aba partners. Fra won ahomatrufo iso 0243-804-676.
Good evening to us all, and you are all welcome once again to another episode of Health Talk on Promise City TV. I hope you are all doing well and you've had a wonderful week and a blessed Sunday. Before I go into today's topic, introducing our guest and what we're going to discuss, I would like you to kindly go to the share button and share this program with family and friends so that they can join us, because today we are going to deal with something that concerns our children. Don't tell me you don't have kids now. You're definitely going to have kids someday. You have kids around you in your family, so you need to know and learn about these things before you get there. So kindly do that for me while I introduce the topic for today. So once again, you're welcome. This is Promise City TV, and it's a Christian channel that is dedicated to your spiritual well-being, and not just that, but your physical, your health, and then other aspects of our lives. And that is why we have a lineup of activities on this channel to help you grow throughout the entire week till another Sunday again. So on Mondays, we privileged to have Bible studies in the evenings at 7 p.m. and then on Wednesdays is exhortation hour with our sister Erabi at 7 p.m. and on Thursdays is inspirational hour with Pastor Jessica at 4 p.m. and then every Sunday you have Health Talk at 4 p.m. with me being your host, and my name is Abigail Quay. Okay, and I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our chief hostess and Mama di Mama, Apostle Mrs. Bernice Ajimaprempe. She is the CEO of Promise City TV. Thank you, Mommy. It's always an honor to have this opportunity to host Health Talk on this channel. It's a real blessing, and I'm grateful for that. And also to the husband of the Apostle, Mr. Benjamin Ajimaprempe. Thank you too for your massive support to ensure that PCTV is running well. And to all our sponsors as well, thank you very much. So Apostle Bernice is also the General Overseer and founder of Promise Land Faith Ministries International, of which PCTV forms part of the ministry. So Promise Land Faith Ministries has 3 temples of fellowship, and you are welcome to join us anytime. So first is the Faith Temple, which is located at Tema Community 1 behind the Gold Filling Station. Then we have Victory Temple located at Ashama Atadeka, and Dominion Temple located at Doyum of the Shire Hills Akusumbo Road. So anytime you find yourself in these places, you are welcome to join us. On Wednesdays, we have Faith Hour in person at the Faith Temple at 10 a.m. Then on Fridays is always manifestation half night, except the last Friday of every month where we have a full all night service at the Dominion Temple. So you're always welcome to join us in there. Now let's go to today's topic, which is the effects of screen time on children. Have you ever wondered the effects of screen time on our kids? How much time is too much for them? You may think, okay, they have a lot of educational activities on air, or we want them to learn from videos and stuff, but how much is too much? To answer these questions and more, I have with me a pediatrician specialist. She's really loaded. I mean, let me just talk a bit about her. If I leave anything out, she will definitely let us know. So she's a senior pediatrician specialist, and she's been practicing as a medical officer since 2006. So you can tell she's really, really loaded. She had her house job for 6 months at Confanoche, then another 6 months at the Sunyane Regional Hospital, and afterwards she returned to Tema to work with Tema General Hospital up until 2012. And as at now, she's a specialist, as I mentioned earlier, and she's working with the Tema Urban Hospital, which is formerly called the Tema Polyclinic. She's worked with various institutions up till now, so she has lots of experience working with children, and so she's the best person to deal with this topic for us. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to drop it in the chat, and she'll be ready to answer them for us. So without wasting my time, Dr. Lily, you are welcome to Health Talk on PCT.
Thank you.
We've had talks about this for quite some time, I think since last year.
Okay.
So finally, it's good to have you here with me on Health Talk. Thank you so much for honoring this invitation.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, Dr. Lily. So let's zoom right in. When we say screen, help us understand. In simple terms, what do we mean by screen time?
Okay, so I think to answer that, we would like to look at the avenues that we describe as screen.
Okay.
So TV, phones, laptops, iPads, all those things, computers are screens. And so the time spent behind whichever screen is what we define as screen time.
Okay. All right. I believe people are taking notes, and their questions will come in as we go along. Okay. So why has this become an issue? I mean, there's nothing wrong with kids having laptops and iPads if we can afford it for them. They use it as educational material. So why is screen time a problem?
Okay, so it's because of the things that we've been finding out now. Okay. Research has told us a lot, but now it's very practical, and we see it every time in the clinic. I think recently a neurodevelopmental pediatrician went on air to describe children, 3-4-year-olds who are coming to see her, and they are not talking, and the parents are so concerned. They think it's something out of the world, but when you dig deep, it's because of excessive screen time that they expose their children to right from birth. So much time, they put their children behind it, and they are doing their own thing. And sometimes you think, oh, it's educational or it's whatever. So the American Academy of Pediatrics has a recommendation, because of all the things that we've seen over the years. For the first 2 years of life, you shouldn't give your child any screen.
First 2 years?
Yes. So you see, those are the formative years. That's when the brain is picking up everything and all that. Okay. You understand? So research has shown, I even did a research when I was doing my residency at Kolebu. Okay. On similar thing, like how screen time affects children. And it showed that it does cause attention deficits in children, such that, let me explain it, how it does. So you see, whether it's on your phone or on TV or iPad, whatever, you see, whether it's cartoons or the scenes move very fast and the things are exciting, like are too colorful, exciting, and it moves very fast. So the child, you see the child sitting there wide-eyed, so attentive, one doesn't want to miss anything. You understand? The problem with that is that, so the reason why, let me say, it causes a delay in the speech is that you are not having quality time talking to your child. The child is just watching and looking. And it doesn't give, there's no communication. The child doesn't have the chance to speak and you speak. Yeah, it's only that she's only listening to the screen, but there's nothing prompting the child to speak back. You understand? That is the problem. That is the problem. That's why we don't want it at that time. And the fact that it's so fast-paced, when they grow a little and you put a book in front of them where there are words to be read, they find it very boring. That is it. They find it very boring. It's not exciting. It's not fast-paced. There are no colors. There are no fast-paced things. So they find it boring to read what you've put in front of them. So there's no zeal. There's nothing prompting them to even read. And at the point when they are sitting there even reading, when they spend a few minutes behind the book, they find it tiring and boring and they leave it because it's not exciting as the fast-paced things they see on the TV. So that's the problem.
This is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the educational materials that are on videos now.
Okay.
And some are quite interactive.
Okay.
Are they helpful or they because some of them will ask you, what is this? Triangle, some talks about colors and all that.
Okay, so they're not saying everything is, but so there are recommendations.
Okay.
Research has shown that the first 2 years it's better you avoid it.
Entirely.
Rather bond with your child, speak with your child. I know we are busy, especially now that mothers are always also working like, but let there be some human interaction. You understand? If it's a little sibling, another adult or something, play materials. Instead of putting the TV or phone in front of the child, play materials. Even if it's a song that is playing, and then play materials, but the play materials, so there's a caveat to it. It has to be age appropriate. You don't want small things that the child can swallow or put in their ears and all those things. You understand? So so after 2 years, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends maximum 2 hours a day. Understand? 1 to 2 hours a day. Do you understand? And just as you are saying,
the age of
2 years. So first 2 years, no. And then after that, the first 2 years, no. Maximum 2 hours a day. And then that's where the educational programs you talk about come in. You understand? So if they are looking at education, things, anything on the screen, it should be educational. It should be interactive. You understand? Not violent. It should be age appropriate. Not violent things. Certainly not pornographic things. So you should be checking what your children are watching. That's another problem. We give our phones to the children. We don't know what they are doing.
Yeah.
We don't know.
The tantrums are too much. You feel you are busy, so you give it to them, and then they calm down. They leave you for you to also focus on your work. So it's very tempting.
Very. Very. But you see, what I realized in the consulting room is that, just as you are saying, when you give it to them, it's exciting. They like to, there are different cartoons, there are different things on it, so they'll be watching. But you see, there comes the addiction. That's the addiction part. So that at the points where you want to take it away from them, the tantrums, some will throw themselves on the floor and be crying and be screaming. For me, when they do that, I tell the parents, still take it from them. Still take it from them. They need to get used to not having. They can't have it all the time. They can't have it all the time. But you see, at the point where you've been giving it to them for so long, and they are right now, it's like they're addicted. Most children are addicted to it. They're addicted to it. So it's a balance. As you want to stop it, you replace it with appropriate things. Play things. Even if it's a book, coloring book, any maybe book with pictures and a few words. You understand? Play things, puzzle, whatever, just not the screen. And if you have to give the screen, it should be educational, it should be something just as you are saying. Maybe they sing rhymes that the child can sing along. You understand? They are saying colors that the child can also say back. Yeah.
There's a lot for us to do. I mean, you've answered some of the questions, but I remember this scenario. One of my sisters, she has 2 kids, and I've heard a bit about screen time. I've not read much about it, so I just told her she should try and reduce the time they spend on the screen. She was like, but I don't have my kids yet, so she was like, oh, the way they would disturb you.
I know.
Just this week I called her a couple of times and one was crying and I asked, what is the reason? She's asking for the phone.
I know. You see, I think it's actually a menace we are facing now. It's like,
yes.
You know, sometimes there's a trend that comes and everybody jumps onto it. So now the way people just speak English with every child in Ghana now, like that. The same way that I think they think it's fanciful that they give their phones to their children and the children are pressing on it.
No, we even get them their own iPads so that they don't damage our phones for us.
You see, but that's a negative effect of it, unfortunately. So replace it with something else, something more. I said play things. Let them play. Get them a healthy seesaw appropriate for their age, a car to ride, anything, a ball to play, just throw around, books, coloring books, play things. That will make them think, puzzle, works, anything. Recently, actually, it's been maybe about a year or so where I think, I don't know whether it was Guinness Book of Records or something, where there was a child about 3 years old that could actually fix word jigsaw puzzle. And you'll be amazed at the age of the child and is able to do that. So you see, formative years, you can't tell how much the child can learn when you expose them to. They learn through play. You understand? So any plaything that is appropriate for their age and will make them think, enjoy, have fun, better always than the screen time.
Wow. So what happens to the kids that lack communication because they've been exposed to too much screen time? Sometimes we think, okay, the English is the form of communication in the cartoons and animations they watch, and so they are learning English there.
So unfortunately, we've realized that's not the case. So this
I was also of the same view just this past weekend.
Unfortunately, we've realized that's not the case. That's what we were thinking. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Rather, speak to the child. Let the child speak back to you. You see, so you realize that for parents who pay attention to speak vernacular with their children, make it a point to speak vernacular. The children can speak back. So it's like that. Whatever you speak to the child will. And so for us, you are there communicating, the child would want to speak back to you. That's why sometimes when children are not even speaking, we recommend that let them go to school early, where they interact with other children, where the teacher is talking and they have to answer a question. They have, always interaction, human interaction, builds the social skills of the person, and then it always helps. Whether in the home or everything, don't let the child be isolated. I know sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes we are married and we are staying in our own house and all that, and there's nobody around.
That communal living is no longer there.
So sometimes it's difficult, but at least you listen to the advice and see how best you can go about it. Human interaction always better.
I know it can be difficult in these times, and especially now that the kids are. So if they are past age 2 and they are so attached to the screens, you mentioned briefly that we do it gradually. So what can you recommend the steps, how to go about it?
You see, children, like adults, they have different emotions. You need to know your child as well. Some have high anger issues and all that. You need to know how they throw themselves on the floor and want to hit their head on the ground when you do it, and how they throw tantrums or not. All that helps. But I mean, we won't say that because the child is throwing tantrums, I will never take it away. It helps when you're able to replace it with something just as interesting. That's what I'm saying. Get them some toy that is nice or interesting. If you can afford this car for them to sit inside and drive, if there's a ball that they can play, if there's some colorful toys or things that they can fix, it's always better when you replace with something than just taking it away and not giving them anything. Replace it with something, because at the end of the day, you want to develop their cognitive skills, you want to develop their social skills. If there's another child they can play with, it's always better. So replacing it with something is always easier than just taking it. You understand?
So it's not just redrawing the screens, but make sure there's something to replace and something education that would improve their cognitive skills.
It always helps. Just like, when somebody is an alcoholic or somebody has been on cocaine for a long time. Right now, it's like addiction too. They're addicted. They're addicted. So when you just take it like that, the emotional things that they happen.
They just flare up.
Yeah. So just as it's difficult for somebody who's on cocaine for a long time, similarly, that's what we've done to our kids, and that's how bad it is. So replace it with something that is more helpful, as I said, human interaction, toys, anything that helps them get out of it slowly. You understand? It's a gradual process. It's a gradual process.
They used to be on the screens 5 hours. You can reduce it to say 4 hours.
4 hours.
And then interact with them, get the educational tools for them, the toys for them to be playing with.
Okay. And then gradually 3 hours and all that and all that.
Before you realize they are totally off the screens.
Yes.
Okay.
But as I'm saying, first 2 years.
It's a no-no.
It's a no-no. It's a no-no.
I've taken that. So help me God.
Yes.
So please, I hope we are listening carefully. You may be a parent who has kids now, and probably you've realized that concern but didn't know how to handle them. That's the key right there. Do it gradually. Understand your kids and do it gradually, and get something to replace the screen time. Don't just take it away from them without replacing it. And let's make time for our kids. They are our future, as Doc has rightly said. Interact with them. I think with that you even get to know things that bother them.
Of course. I mean, as a child is growing, as you spend more time, it's bonding time, emotional well-being of the child. You understand? It's very important. Bonding time, you speak to the child feels happy, develops social skills. As the child interacts with other children and with you and other, they develop social skills. They know how to behave outside the home, how to behave with other children. You understand? Just leaving the child behind the screen, not interacting with any human being, makes them isolated. Doesn't make them know how to behave properly, to develop proper social skills. As children play and maybe somebody falls down, sometimes you see a child picking the other child up or rubbing the child's skin when the child has fallen. We learn all those things through interaction. But if you isolate the child, all the child knows is TV, social skills gone down. You understand? And children who are known to have high screen time, they are more prone to anxiety and depression. Unfortunately, yes. And so for children already prone to that mentally, and you add this to it, you are worsening it. But because you never know which child is prone to these things. So we have to do everything to protect our children. You understand? Okay. So we thought it was good, but we've learned it's not. So we have to rethink and go back and see how best to help our children.
Something just came to mind. This is the home. Now in school, Montessori's and childcare. I mean, the teacher handling a number of students will tend to, you go there and they have the screens there. How do we handle this? I mean, as a parent, you can't go in there and stop them. Probably there's an educationist online listening to us or listen later and has a school or has a Montessori. How do they also manage screen time? Because they think it's also educational material for the children.
Yes, there's an account proverb that says Sankofa Yengchi. Sometimes you are doing something, we all thought it was good. We all thought maybe so far as it's education or something is good, but research has shown that too much of everything is bad. We know that, but sometimes we think that because it's convenient, we decide to do it. But research has shown that maximum 2 hours a day screen time after 2 years is fine. 1 to 2 hours a day is fine. So they should replace it with other things. Let the children run around. It exercises them, reduces obesity. Let them play, let them run, give them toys, give them things to fix. Anything to engage them, to improve their thinking, something that will make them think, something that will make them talk back. Anything. Just reduce it. We are not saying no, because as you are saying, it has its place. We are not saying it's totally bad. So far as it's educative, so far as it's something that makes them talk back to you, sing rhymes, it's fine. But no more than 2 hours. That's all we are saying. Replace them with other things. Before the TV came, and the phones came, we were surviving, weren't we? Yes. You understand? And we are so good at that.
Okay, let me go to the comments and see if we have any questions in there. Okay, Auntie Phoebe is online. Thank you for joining us. He can do all things. Lisa is also here. Hey Lisa, please let's hear from you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the chat. I'll read them out to Doc and then she would answer them for us. So just to ask, are there any healthy alternatives that can, you've mentioned the toys and all that, but is there any health alternative that can balance or replace the screen?
Just as I said, I mean, I don't want to state this or that. So far as you see the thing, it's educative. It's educative, but it always has to be age appropriate for your child.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not a violent material you are showing your child. Certainly make sure it's not a pornographic thing. Sometimes you let the children sit behind the TV, and unfortunately nowadays the TV stations, they show all sorts of things in the afternoon. So you think your child is watching, and even nowadays, even some of the cartoons, you see that they bring these gay, lesbian
and
things
it's
inside.
If you're not careful,
yes,
you'll miss
you
it.
You wouldn't know. So sometimes you should spend time with the children behind whatever we think they are watching to be sure. Sit and watch with them, and then it even helps after that. You ask them, "Oh, what did you learn?" Or just tell me the story. It can just be it doesn't always have to be something serious that you are learning. But even if it's a play or a storyline, after that you can ask them, "Well, what was it about?"
Yeah.
Discussion. It helps communication. It helps you to know that can the child follow even what she's looking at, so that it's not just that he's just staring at the screen. But if the child knows that, so after this, my mom will ask me something, he'll look at it with another mindset.
Exactly.
And that also help with the cognitive development. You understand?
Okay. So I think someone's asking, those who WhatsApp me on the side, please come online and ask me questions there. I think this has been addressed. Are there situations where screens can support healthy development? And how can parents identify the quality digital content?
That's just what I answered.
Yeah. Okay.
So first, maybe something we have some rhymes, colors, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. So far it's educative, you understand, and also sometimes it rhymes, the children can sing along.
Yeah.
So far as it's age appropriate, it is fine, and educative, and healthy. Emotionally, it shouldn't be a violent material.
You have the kids; they are always like.
So sometimes the cartoons, what they are showing, and unfortunately, when they watch those violent things, and the children or the cartoons, you know, sometimes they have heroes and all those heroines in it, and they do it and nothing happens, and like after the heroine has done that, that person is rather applauded. They think it's fine. They think you can actually hit somebody. They think you can actually slap somebody and go, and they think it's fun, and you're a hero if you do that. And so when they watch, they tend to do it. They practice and they start hurting each other.
And then we are screaming, "Stop it! Don't do that! It's your friend." They've picked it up.
They've picked it up. That's why we have to be careful. Whatever they are watching, let it be something that is helpful and beneficial
to them.
And sometimes some are scary and all that, so they sleep and they're having nightmares. They sleep and they're having nightmares. So be sure what you are showing your child. Be sure what you are showing your child. And sometimes, you know, we are spiritual beings too as well. Sometimes we don't know some of these films, and you don't know the spirits behind them. So these horror, certainly horror, and your child has no business watching any horror thing, and certainly not any violent or pornography. So anything educational, interactive is fine.
I think one thing to do, sorry, please go ahead.
I'm just saying, whatever it is, don't let it be more than 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Yeah. One thing that just came to mind is as you are taking them off the screens gradually, they may want to pick, say, the screens without your knowledge. So if possible, change the password to your screen. Our kids are that smart.
Of course.
So let's change the password to our screen so that they don't pick it without our knowledge.
I'm telling you. Sometimes you change the password.
Figure it out.
Because the next time you are doing it, they are standing behind you. My child has done it to me many times. I know your password now. So they are that smart. So, you know, you have to know your child and know how to deal with them. And especially those who have their own computers. Now, many schools, they give them work research and things, so they have to sit behind. That's another thing. But, you know, there's always this parental control. So we should all learn how to do that. Honestly, if you ask me how to go into that, that's computer things, I don't know. But we need to all find out about these parental control things, so that if the child goes to any site that is inappropriate, we get a prompt. We get a prompt.
Yes.
Because for these teenagers, we need to be careful. They will smart you.
They will smart you easily. There's this funny incident that happened with one of my bosses. So he and the wife were using iPhone, and you can use the face recognition to open the phone. And then once I realized that the son picked his mom's phone and it just opened for him. So I'm thinking, because I said the password, change the password. Now if the boy is able to use his face to unlock his mom's phone,
how is a child able to use his face to?
It was strange.
Hey, you sure the boy didn't go and put it in the mother's face before?
No, I was sitting with them, and he tried it again, and like, do you resemble your mom that much?
Really? Wow. I can't answer that.
It was strange. It just came to me. I was like, that was a funny incident that happened in the home. So as Dr. Lilito has said, the parental guidance is advice, and let's learn how to secure the phones and then the sites, so that will give us the promptings. Maybe we would get an IT specialist to help us with
that's so important. And the other thing we forget to, especially our young ladies, there are problems out there, the phones. That's what we still talk about, the phones. Ask me, I had a phone when I was in the university. Now, because of many reasons, sometimes we give the phones to them early. And unfortunately, especially with the young ladies, they get the chance, the men will be calling them. You don't know what they are telling them and all that. You think your child is in the house, your child is safe. You don't know which man is calling her, telling her to meet her somewhere. It's so scary. But that's where it all also comes to we need to have a relationship with our children so that they can talk to us. We shouldn't be that kind of scary parents where the child is afraid to tell you things that are happening. And then no matter how busy, we should try. I know life sometimes you want some things, but it's not so easy. It's easier said than done, but you need to try. Come home early, know what is happening in your child's life. If you are not there, let there be some adults seeing what is happening to your child, seeing when the child goes in, when the child comes back and all that. Otherwise, we look for all the money, and before you realize your child is spoiled and you don't know how to get her back. So, may God help us.
God help us. God help us so much. Personally, I'm happy and glad I'm getting to hear of this and learn these things before my kids. I don't know how you handled it. You are happily married with 2 kids, and before then, we didn't have this screen time issues.
I won't tell you that I was totally, what shall I say, that I didn't expose her to screen time. Before I did the research, I also thought it was so good. And I was giving her the educational things. I was giving her the educational things. But if I even talk about my daughter, one of them, like, you realize that sometimes when you're talking to her, maybe you have to say it twice or something before she listens or she does what you are saying. Because I used to let her watch a lot of maybe rhymes, A, B, C, D, colors and all that. So when I did the research at college, that was 2012, and I realized, I was like, wow. So too much, others I'm saying, too much of everything is bad. Sometimes we all didn't know, we thought it was good, but let's regulate it. After 2 years, we should find something else. I know it's difficult, but let's find something else. Let's find somebody to play with the child, somebody to hold the child. If you're a baby and you think you are cooking or something, as you sit in the court, play some music, nice, soothing music. They will sleep, they'll be calm. You understand? But the screen time, no. So I did commit my mistakes, but I have learned. That's why I don't want all of you to do the same thing. Because just as you think the educational materials is okay, so they can be on it the whole time, and you are in the kitchen, you have your things you are doing. But too much of it, replace with other things.
Thank you for sharing this personal experience with us. It's really helpful. I think I have a question here. Okay, so it's saying, so the focus is 2 hours a day.
Maximum. After 2 years of age.
After 2 years. Below 2, it's 0. After 2, then we make it 2 hours maximum. Yeah.
May God help us.
We don't want them getting addicted to the screens.
No.
Okay. There's another one that says, what if the child is talking fine? Can we allow them on the screens?
So we didn't say no, no, no. We are just saying don't let it be more than 2 hours. And if they will be on it, let it be educated. That's all we are saying.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I believe that answers the question. That's all on in the comment section.
By your introduction, my house job and all that.
I left a lot. Please.
You left.
I know I've left a
The
lot
people
out.
who are doctors who know that we don't do house job like that.
So please tell us a bit. Please tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh, so yeah, so I went to School of Medical Sciences, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Okay.
I finished the 7-year program in 2006.
6 rather.
2006. First 4 years you get BSc Human Biology, and after the 7 years you get MBCHB, Medicine and Surgery. You understand? Then you go and do your house job. The house job is 6 monthly in pediatrics, medicine, obstetrics and gynecology and surgery. Every 6 months you go to all those places. All those places. So I did the pediatrics at Confanoche and I went to do the rest at Sunyani Regional Hospital. And after that I stayed on in the medical department till 2011 when I came to Tema. Tema General Hospital. And I was there till 2012 September when I went to Kolebu to do my specialization, residency. And I finished in 2015 and was admitted to the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, like as a pediatrician. So I've been working at Tema General Hospital since 2012 till I traveled a bit. I wanted to test the water, so I wrote a series of exams and took leave without pay and went to the UK to go and do GP. But I think my calling is with kids, so I didn't like it. GP training.
Was it stressful, eh?
No, I didn't enjoy it. I just realized this isn't me. So maybe I didn't like the weather too and all that. Ghana is nice, so let our country be nice and we'll stay here. So I came back in October 2023 and went back to Tema General Hospital. I was there till just about a month ago when I was sent to transferred to Tema Urban Hospital, formerly Tema Polyclinic, to help set up the pediatric department. So I'm on it.
So
that's where I'm now.
So if we are looking for you, we can chase you there.
Yes.
Okay. So please, we know Doc's location now. So if you have a hard time or you need to see a specialist with regards to screen time or anything concerning child health, please, she's the right person to go to. I'm recommending her. You can find her there. I don't want to say 24/7, but please
settling on 24. And I've done a series of, locum. So you go to the private hospital sometimes after work, because Charlie,
you need the cash. You need the cash.
So I've worked in some private hospital over the years. I worked at Bengali, Snell Specialist Hospital. Currently I'm at Kaiko. I've also worked at Snitz Hospital, all in Tema. So we are helping. Urban Health and Kaiko.
Okay, and Kaiko. All right. So you can choose anywhere you want to go to, and you definitely meet her there to assist you with regards to your child. If throughout the talk you notice that my child is having too much screen time, don't be alarmed, don't be too worried. Just follow the steps and the keys that she's shared with us here. If you need more or you need help handling your kids, just walk to her office at Urban Health. She's ever ready to assist you, so don't be scared about it.
And at the point when they're already having a speech delay, they do need a speech therapist. Yes, so when it has already happened, a speech therapist will always help. So if we didn't know something, now we know, we just stop and then we correct it. You're able to correct it, but let's not worsen it, and let's do better with the younger ones that we are having.
Yeah, exactly. So we can do better. I'm keen on my sister's kids so much. So what I started is I try to call them and talk to them on phone and engage them at least. And then with what I've learned, definitely I'm going to call my sister and share it with her, and also try and get the kids some educational play toys that they can work with to help them go off the screens.
And then playing with themselves. Playing with themselves. It's so good.
There are other kids around. Just watch them as they play. Keep an eye on them as they play so that they don't get hurt and all that.
Make the environment safe. Exactly. That's all.
I'll do better. Starting with my sister's kids. And definitely pray that I'll do much better with my own kids. So Doc, thank you so much. I don't see any questions coming in. And my anonymous person is also not sending it. So I think we are all satisfied with the information.
So when the questions are not so much, is it that they didn't understand? I did very well. So which one do you think
you
it is?
did very well, absolutely well. We had questions coming, so you did absolutely well for clarification. I myself, I've been much educated. I've not had time to read much about it, but I've learnt a bit here and there that the screen time is becoming a problem.
It is.
I'm glad we've had this discussion today. Some time back we had a speech therapist here, and she mentioned the screen time. That was why I was chasing you so that we do something with regards to kids' health. So I'm happy we've done this today. Yeah, and we know where to find you too. So it's no shake at all.
Not at all.
Just look for Dr. Lily, and she's ready to attend to you. So Doc, our time is up, and so any last keywords as we wrap up?
So I didn't come to scare anybody, you understand? I'm only giving the facts. So, and I know many parents with toddlers and all that, they will attest to the fact that at the point where you want to take your phone from the child, you see the way the child behaves. So it is real. It is very real. But just pay attention to what I have said. Try and take it off slowly. And as you do, replace with something, makes it easier. And then let's do better with the younger ones to safeguard their future. Thank you.
Future. Thank you so much, Dr. Lily. Thank you so much. We will definitely have you back here on the show sometime soon, but we really appreciate it. And on behalf of our chief hostess, Apostle Mrs. Vanessa Jemaprempe, we say thank you. God richly bless you for making time to educate us on this important health issue regarding our kids, because our kids are our future. So we need to take good care of them. So we are very grateful. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
A big thanks to Mr. AHORLU for releasing you to us this afternoon, this Sunday afternoon. You could have been relaxing in your home. Mr. AHORLU, thank you so much. God bless you. But we'll definitely drag her here again. So please, when we do call, please release her for us.
He will.
Thank you so much. And thank you to you, our audience, special audience, for always tuning in, whether live or afterwards to listen. We are grateful, because without you we wouldn't be having this. And thank you for also sharing it with other people to join us on the show. Thank you for the questions that keeps coming in to make the show interactive. So we're done for today with the talk, but you can always visit and then listen again. It's going to be online, so you can always come back to do the listening. And if you have any questions, you can still put it in the comment section. I'll send it to her, and she can answer online for us. And before I go, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors who have supported us to make the programs on PCTV a possibility. First is I would like to acknowledge Benbeni Travel and Consults. They handle travel documentation. So if you need to travel and you don't know how to go about your documentations and a passport, you know I'm very particular about it. Please, you need a passport. So do get a passport. You can reach them at Foriko Mall. They are located at Foriko Mall at Osu. Their numbers are shown on the screen, so you can call them, direct you to the place, and have further discussions with you so that you can get your documents and everything set, and you travel without issues. They are there to help you. So call them now. Then we have Frob Automations. They deal with plant machines, batch making machines, and they are located at Ajin Kotoku, Amasaman. Their numbers are also on the screen. You can call them if you have any issue concerning this area automation, or you need the machines. You call them and then they would handle it easily at an affordable rate. So call them. Then we have Lightest Media. Is it videography, photography, branding of items for your company or your personal use, you name it, anything under graphic designing, they are there to handle it for you. Their numbers are on the screen and you can call them anytime, any day. As for this, I can safely say 24/7. Please call them and they will attend to you. Okay, we also have Prissy Logistics, and she handles imports and exports, whether it's freight management, you need to move items, door-to-door services. She's located at Tema Community 2. If you're not in that area, you can also call her and then discuss whatever logistical issues you have, and she would handle that for you. So she's at Community 5, behind the Hunch Catering Service, not Community 2. She's at Community 5. That's for Prissy Logistics. Then we have Decovas Enterprise, always ensuring that our studios look good, and she is into decor, so any decor for your weddings, for your parties, even for your offices. If you have events in your offices, you have dinner events, you name them that need decor, she's ready to do that for you. She's located at Tema Community 2, opposite the post office. Her numbers are also shown on the screen. You can call her and discuss that with her. Then we have ABAP Partners. So you can see I'm in my Salvation is Now t-shirts, and this is an outreach mission by the apostles. So it's Apostle Bernice Ajimai Prempe, ABAP Outreach Missions, and they are the proud sponsors of your Salvation is Now crusade. I'm sure pretty soon we'll have the crusade coming on, and Apostle will let us know where we are going, where the train is stopping next, and be sure to join us. You can partner with the outreach mission by calling the number on your screen and help support this important venture. Then last but not the least, we have Crash Makeovers. If you need any decor, not decor, but makeup made for you for any event at all, you can call her. Her numbers are shown on the screen. If you need new wigs or revamping of wigs, you name them, anything that has to do with beauty, you can also call her and book a session for your loved one, for your wife. Mr. AHORLU, thank you very much. For your wife, for your beloved. So don't give Mr. AHORLU pressure. You can call and then book, make an appointment with them, and they would handle that for you with ease. Okay, so if you need to advertise on PCTV2, you are warmly welcome. You can call the numbers on your screen and then we'll discuss the advertising terms with you. There are various packages, so when you call us, it will be discussed with you and then you can sponsor us. We also have your products or your services being announced or shared on the channel. Thank you once again for joining us. Lisa, thank you so much. That's my last comments in there. I'm glad I captured that before going off. So, Lisa, thank you. We wish to hear from you sometime soon. So thank you to everyone for joining us and for sharing the link with others. And I hope to see you same time next week. This has been Health Talk show on PCTV, and I'm your lovely host, Abigail Quay. Have a good night.
I am not talking about physical strength. I am not talking about physical power. What can make you powerful is the word of God. Prayer. We are assembly free, you can never be powerful. Won't mean nothing. If it's assembly near or assembly in your coupon, without the word of God, you can never stand in front of the strong man. Bible says, "Jesus Christ say, you trust, you trust." Or the word of God, it will book Satan. Bible says, "Ojani free ho." So without the word of God, there is no way I'm to me hiding. And if you want to be powerful Christian, prayer and let prayer be your lifestyle. Let God infuse us with prayer. Let God empower our prayer altar. So when you speak everywhere we will stand and speak, satanic kingdom will shake, because your voice is not ordinary voice. There is a supernatural. Christiani, wahawni asai wom, amane wom, kukuhyiase wom, ose katsa me mase, omo munya du, no mo nsom hoden, omunya den, ai sai hoden, omo honya den. Ahyiase no wo. What dey nyina munya nyame wanim kan. Na ma wugidie nsipi. Nyanwenta so gidie wawrade mu. Na gidi se onyame betom yaye. Na ode wo betwa. Ka cho nwa se ma munya den. Ka che ma honya den. Enya honam mu asem na yeka. Yeka sunsun mu asem. Me nyame asem ntumi. Na konchene mpaibo ntumi. Na ntewo domu. Yi pai free mu. Na ntitwa free mu. Me say me nwa yi free mu. For don nante. Na be so nyame do be mu awie ne yie. Amen. Ekopem December. Jesus. Who's odom pon kase abi. Na me share. E na me hoye. Your heart desire. And I say men kan so so one power. Amen. There's going to be a call. And a call me very good news. Good news. As obi ami trade bibi, obi ami dia to be, obi ami expected adie. No when me efficient, na adie na abem. Your expectation and the work you are going to testify. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. There's a call coming. There's a mail. Now who's a web mail? No, who's a website? Now who's a web mail? No, who's a website? I just see you are waiting for something. I just see what
you please, I'm expecting my ticket to travel. Just a ticket.
Just a ticket. Me say, now who's a web email? Now what's it? Now what's it? Now what's it? Meaning baby, I took time. Meaning say your school, yeah. Meaning that's my who's it? Or expectation abom. Now who's it when you are day? I did be a expecting. And what is it? God has done it. One she corner and make up him ending. First week you be singing. One she ya no Jesus. There is a hey! Sanga chicken to get church. You me person me say. So we be mantia. Na nka say ye ansa na kontu raba. So be down. Na nka say ye. To toni me be ye. Me bu ne be. Na ote balance. You are expecting something. God says I should tell you that thing He has done already. And yeah. Hey. Saga chika pakache samani. Saga kutati kodamada. Uchana baba mama. Sana uchana mazada. Waza fa mama. Waza mama. No problem. I did be a woman here. Into minimum destiny near company. Hear me? Anytime Bia they be na 18. Anytime Bia he's almost into something will just happen.
It's true.
Man Pacho say you can hear no cry.
I didn't hear chapa. Anything as I did not for anytime he was almost there, then something.
Man Pacho say because of Sadi and Intino, Bibia, Bebiano, on control Bia.
Because or ye be almost there suddenly, be free him, not best katana, they must say.
True.
That thing is from your mother's background. Never again, never. And all you want me to go say, I dear woman, me fear.